In this video, we're going to be talking about truth. What is truth? Real truth. And is there such a thing as truth? And we're going to be discussing the different kinds of truth, objective truth on the one hand and subjective truth on the other hand, as opposed to our culture and our society today, which says that there is no truth, that truth is relative, that what's true for you is not necessarily true for me, and what's true for me is not necessarily what's true for you. And we all have different truths, and that's okay. And quite frankly, if you look at our culture and our society today, many things are becoming truth that are not. And there are many things that are being accepted in this country that are absolutely outrageous, ludicrous even. But it's okay because it's popular, and it would be intolerant not to accept it, or, many other things like that. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what is truth. Where does truth come from? And how can we know the truth? And is there a such thing as absolute truth? We will tell you right after this. Hello, everybody. You might notice that our name is Catholic Truth, and we are actually a nonprofit organization that does more than just YouTube videos. We do retreats and conferences. We do literature and write books. We have a podcast. We do evangelization and much more. And we are all about the Catholic truth on this channel and in our organization. And meaning that it's not just my opinion. It's not just our opinion collectively. The Catholic Church has come down and given us the truth over the last 2,000 years. So we want to present to you the truth of Catholicism and the truth of Jesus Christ that has come down to us for 2,000 years. If you're more interested in what we do, check out our website at thecatholictruth.org. Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite ice cream? Mine is watermelon sherbet, but I also like mint chocolate chip and black raspberry. Those are my top three. I think those are the best ice cream flavors in the world. Now, you might think chocolate is better, or vanilla, or turtle, or whatever other kinds they have out there, but your truth is that vanilla is the best. My truth is that watermelon sherbet is the best. We're both right. So your truth is your truth and my truth is my truth. Let me ask you another question. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie is Lord of the Rings. I also love Braveheart. That is my favorite movie, and in fact, I think those are the best movies made. Now, you might disagree with that. You might say it's Star Wars, or Sense and Sensibility, or pick a movie, but you think your movie is the best. I think my movie is the best. I think my baseball team is the best. You think yours is the best. I think my football team is the best. You think yours is the best. So we have a differing opinion of what is true. But what I say, I think is true, and what you say you think is true. And that's okay, because there are different people who believe different things, and differences are what make the world go round. These are what's known as subjective truths. Subjective truth, as opposed to objective truth, is based on a person's preference, what people like. And those preferences might even change. My favorite ice cream or my favorite movie might change over time. My personal truth at this moment might change over time, and that's okay in the realm of subjective truth. What you like is okay, and what you think and your belief, it's okay. And what I think and my beliefs, those are okay too, because they are subjective truths, and it's different on each and every person in the world, and that's okay. It's subjective truth. Whereas objective truth is more absolute truth. That's where truth cannot change. That is like 2 + 2 is 4. A triangle has 3 sides. George Washington was the first president of the United States. Gravity is the force that causes you to fall down. And other truths like that. Now, you might disagree with that. You might find someone who says, no, I believe 2 + 2 is 7. Or you might run into somebody who says, I think a triangle has 6 sides. Or you might run into someone who's anti-science and says that I don't believe gravity causes you to fall down. And you might not want to test that theory by jumping off a building, because you're going to figure out that you are going to be dragged down really quickly. But there are things in this world that are absolutely true, and that is known as absolute truth or objective truth. In these kind of truths, our opinions, they carry no weight. Now, if someone wants to believe 2 + 2 is 7, fine. They have the ability to believe that, but they're wrong. And it's okay to say they're wrong, because 2 + 2 is in fact 4, and 1 + 1 is in fact 2. These are mathematical truths. Likewise, a triangle has 3 sides, not 4. Now, if someone believes that it has 4, okay, that's their opinion, but their opinion is incorrect. The objective truth is that a triangle has 3 sides. So So when it comes to objective truths, opinions don't matter. And it doesn't matter what you think. It only matters what is true. And then that is very inconvenient today, and people don't like that today. But guess what? It's the truth. Today we are being bombarded and assailed by something called moral relativism. And moral relativism basically says that whatever you believe is fine. Whatever I believe is fine. There's no absolute truth. Anyone at any time can believe what they want, and it's all true. They'll say what's true for you isn't necessarily what's true for me, and that's okay. There's no such thing as absolute truth. And to say, or even to assert that there's absolute truth is very intolerant, and it's looking down on people, and it's not very loving. We have to love and accept people and be tolerant to them and to what they think is true in their own lives. And you can see this all over the map, especially where I live in the United States today and around the world, where people question things that have never been questioned in the history of man. But because different people think it, oh, it's okay now just because we have to accept everybody. But this kind of thinking is off the rails. I mean, it's just false, because I've talked to so many people, and especially when I used to teach in schools, I used to have conversations with teens about this, and our teenagers in high school and college. I mean, just even young adults in general have totally bought into this wholesale. I've gone into many conversations with high school and college kids and just young adults in general about absolute truth or subjective truth, and they're telling me that you can't say that something is true or not. And I try to give them many different examples, and I'll hold up a pen and say, is this a pen? And they'll say yes. And I say, what if I think that it's a pencil? Or what if I think that this is an orange? Is it an orange, or is it still a pen? Now, of course, anyone with an intellect would say it's a pen, but there are many people who would say, well, if you think it's an orange, it's an orange. Or if you think it's a pencil, it's a pencil. But the reality is it's not. It's still a pen. By nature, this is a pen. That is objective fact. Now, somebody can think it's an orange, or somebody can think, in fact, that it's a building or a planet or whatever they want, but the reality is it's a pen. That is an objective truth. Now, many, I would even assert, people don't believe that. And so I try to give other examples, and I'll say, can I see your phone for a minute? And so they'll hand me their phone, and I'll take the phone and I'll put it in my pocket, and I'll say, thank you. And have a good day. And I'll start walking away. They're like, hey, where are you going with my phone? I was like, oh, it's not your phone. It's my phone. I believe personally that this is my phone. You might believe it's yours, but I believe it's mine, and now I have it. So thank you for my phone back. And some people get a little bit mad, and some people, say, haha, you're so funny. Okay, I see the point you're trying to make. But the reality is, it is their phone. It's not my phone. And just because I think it's my phone doesn't make it my phone. Objectively, it's still their phone. And I'll do the same thing with their wallet. I'll say, can I see your wallet just for 1 second? And most times they'll hand me their wallet, and I'll put it in my pocket, and I'll say, thank you, have a good day. And I'll start walking away, and they'll say, hey, where's my wallet? And I was like, it's not your wallet, it's mine. They're like, no, it's mine. And I'll say, actually, that's just your opinion. I believe it's mine. So we get into this morally relativistic argumentation style of, you think it's yours, I think it's mine. How do we know? If there is no such thing as fact, and there is no such thing as truth, and really truth comes down to what our own opinion is, which is super shallow, then it can be my wallet. And many people get this. Some people do start to understand that at this point. And I'll say, are the New England Patriots a football team? And they'll say, yes. I say, what if you think the New England Patriots are a basketball team? Does it make it a basketball team? Does it make that? I mean, we clearly know that the New England Patriots play football. That is a truth. And I try to get them to see that it's okay to say that things are true. And it's okay to say that things are not true without being mean about it, without being rude about it. I mean, if somebody says that 2 + 2 is 5 and they really believe that and they're not going to budge, okay, fine. I can't change their mind on it. And I'm going to love them and accept them nonetheless. But what they're saying is incorrect. And it's loving to tell them that, because it's not loving to let people believe a lie. Can you imagine if this poor person's the only one in the world believing that 2 + 2 is 5 or 7 or 12, and we don't try to tell them what the truth is so that they can, understand? I mean, who would not want to know the truth if they came across it? So it's actually very loving to help people to know what the truth is. And it's very loving to have conversations with people about the truth. And while we can accept them, even when we disagree, We don't have to accept what they say necessarily. And that's what tolerance is. Tolerance is being open to different opinions. It's being open to what people believe, and it's even choosing to love and respect that person even if you disagree. Now, that person might be wrong and you might have the truth, or vice versa, but you can still disagree and love each other. I mean, I've had conversations with atheists and they say at the end of the day, well, I like what you had to say, but I disagree with it. Now, let's say there is a God and I'm right. They're free to disagree with it. And I tell them that. I said, okay, great. Thank you for the conversation. I really enjoyed it. And it was a great exchange of thoughts, of intellectual ideas and debate. And we enjoyed it and we respected each other. We were tolerant toward each other, even though we disagree and think each other is wrong. So that's okay. Tolerance is good to a point, except when you open your head and dump your brain out to the fact where everything's okay, everything's true, and then that becomes nonsensical. I recently on our YouTube comments had someone say, well, I'm a Mormon and a Catholic, and I believe that both are true. And I said that violates the principle of non-contradiction, which half of our culture violates nowadays. And I've had a Jehovah's Witness tell me, and a Jew tell me that they're Jewish, half Catholic, and they believe both. And I said, you can't. That violates the principle of non-contradiction, because Jews believe that Jesus is not the Messiah and is not the Son of God, whereas Christians believe that Jesus is the Messiah and the Son of God. Only one of those can be true. Both could be untrue, but only one could be true. Both can't be true. Same thing with Mormons. Mormons don't believe in the Trinity. Catholics do. Both cannot be true. So you have to figure out what the truth is, because God is truth, and we want to come to know God, who is truth. Today, you have people saying that, well, if a man believes that he's a woman, well, okay, let him be a woman. And if a woman believes he's a man, or worse, if a man believes he's a 6-year-old, as we have in our videos on transgender, that's okay. Or if a man believes he's an alien and he gets surgery to reflect that he is an alien, or if he thinks he's an amphibian and he gets scales through surgery into his skin, that is not loving or tolerant. That's just mean to let somebody go through that. It's actually cruel to let somebody go through that and not tell them otherwise. In fact, our culture is just off the charts with this kind of acceptance and relativism. And I've seen videos of people on college campuses where, someone says, I'm a 5'8" white man. What if I think I'm a 6'5" Amazonian woman? Or what if I think I'm a cat, or something like that? And the college students will be like, well, then be the best cat that you can be. More power to you. And it's just literal. That's what I mean by dumping our brains out of our head and not thinking. And it's not their fault because they've been trained in this. But the reality is there is truth. A man cannot be a cat. A man cannot be an amphibian. And a man or a woman, a human being, cannot be an alien. That is objective truth. And how do we know objective truth? Because God is truth. And God gives us truth. And all truth comes from God. Now, many people from different religions, or maybe different prophets, different leaders, have brought some pieces of truth into this world. But the fullness of truth of who God was revealed by Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ is the divine Son of God, and God sent his Son into the world to teach us the truth. And this truth, in fact, in John 14:6, Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And nobody can get to the Father except through me. Now, Muhammad, Zoroaster, Buddha, a lot of the religious leaders, they all claim to be a prophet, a way to God, or a path to enlightenment, or something like that. But Jesus claimed to be the path, the truth, and the only way to eternal salvation and to the fullness of truth. Now, either that's true or it's not. If it's true, we have to follow Jesus Christ. And if it's not, we can continue looking for where that truth is. But if it's true, and we believe it is true because Jesus didn't just say it, anybody could say that they're the truth, but he backed it up with miracles, countless miracles. He healed the blind, the sick, the deaf, the diseased. He raised the dead. He raised himself from the dead. He walked on water. He proved that everything he said was true. Now, many people might not like that. They might not agree with that. They might not like Jesus or some of his rules or his commands, and they might reject him, but that doesn't mean that it's not true. Objective truth comes from God. God is truth. And we can find that truth written down in the Bible and in the church that Jesus Christ himself started. Truth incarnate started a church. Truth incarnate started the Catholic Church, and he started a teaching and preaching authoritative church. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go out and teach all nations everything that I have commanded you, and baptize them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit." So Jesus made a teaching and preaching authoritative church. He gave his apostles authority to go out and teach and preach, to cast out demons, to do the same miracles he did. And they passed on that authority to other men, who passed on that authority to other men. That has come down to us 2,000 years in the Catholic Church. So we believe that the truth is found in the person of Jesus Christ fully, but also in two other sources: in the Bible, which was written down, and in the church, which gave us the Bible, which made the Bible, which authoritatively put the Bible together. And so if something contradicts the church that Jesus gave us, or something contradicts the Bible, then it's not true. And there are countless counterfeit spiritualities out there, and New Age gurus and best-selling authors who are all teaching a different Jesus, teaching angel spirituality, and this angel appeared to me, or Jesus appeared to me, or Mary even appeared to me, and all these people are claiming this or that, but if it contradicts the Bible or what the Catholic Church officially teaches, then it's false. And that goes with Deepak Chopra, who we just made a video on recently, and Father Richard Rohr, who we just made a video on recently, and countless others that we've written about in our book, Counterfeit Spirituality. And we talk about different leaders like Eckhart Tolle, and we talk about Rhonda Byrne and The Secret, A Course in Miracles. I mean, just name the countless spiritualities out there. Unfortunately, even Protestantism, no disrespect toward them, has even delved into moral relativism. And in fact, they are part of the problem for how moral relativism came about in the first place. Many Protestants just learn to get along with each other. Well, you believe in Jesus, and I believe in Jesus. We all believe in Jesus, and that's enough. And I hear this from Protestants all the time. You know, as long as we all believe in Jesus. Mormons say that sort of thing. We all believe in Jesus. Yes, but you believe in a totally different Jesus. We believe that Jesus is God, part of the Trinity. You don't. Not to mention, Mormons believe that God was once a man who became God. Like, okay, we all believe in God and we all believe in Jesus, but they're two totally different things. One is true, one is not. And Protestants even, some believe in baptismal regeneration, some don't. Some believe in being saved eternally, eternally secure, some don't. Some believe in being baptized in the name of the Trinity, some only in the name of Jesus. So they're teaching different things themselves. So it doesn't matter that we all believe in Jesus. Believing in Jesus is not enough. Mormons believe in Jesus. Jehovah's Witnesses believe in Jesus. The Church of God, another cult, believes in Jesus. But do they have the right Jesus? Do they have the real truth that came from Jesus? See, we need the whole fullness of the truth that Jesus Christ gave us. Mormons claim that Joseph Smith saw an angel and that angel gave him another gospel. But the Bible says in the book of Galatians that anyone who comes with another gospel should be accursed because it's not from God. Even if an angel in heaven gives it to you, let him be accursed because it contradicts the Bible and it contradicts the gospel that Jesus Christ gave us. There are thousands of religions today, but only one was started by Jesus. Only one goes back 2,000 years, and only one has the fullness of truth and grace which comes from Jesus Christ our Lord, the divine Son of God himself. And we would invite people to look into the Catholic Church. And if you'd like to know more about the Catholic faith, please check out our YouTube channel, check out our videos. Many people have so many myths and misconceptions and just all completely wrong about the Catholic Church. And I mean, just so many people misunderstand the Catholic faith. So if you'd like to look into it or look back into it, take a second look into it, please check out our videos, check out our blog or our podcast, ask us questions, and check out the one church that Jesus Christ gave us. We all need to get back to the truth, especially in this society. Moral relativism, New Age movement, liberation theology, and all of these other inventions of men. We need to get back to the truth because Jesus says in John 8:32 that the truth and the truth alone will set you free. Thank you so much for watching this video. It is so important that people know what truth is, that we get back to the truth. Not everything is true. So please help us to get this truth out there. Please like this video. Please share this video. Leave a comment. All these things help to make our videos more popular. And if you would like to help us, please Tell others about our channel. Help them. Send them these videos. Tell other people about our channel, Catholic Truth. Again, this channel is not our opinion. It is what the Catholic Church teaches. And there are many Catholics who don't agree with the Catholic Church, but they're wrong. That's just their opinion. The Catholic Church is giving us the truth from God. So if people disagree with the church, well, that's just their opinion. And there are thousands of opinions, but here we don't give our opinions. And if we do, we'll let you know. We give what the church teaches so that anyone from anywhere at any time can come to know exactly what the Catholic Church teaches and why. And if you like that, please support our ministry. Please help us to reach millions of people for Christ. Thank you to all our new patrons. Thank you for those people who have given one-time donations. And thank you for all those people who support our ministry. You truly are the people who make this possible. And without you, we don't exist. So thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.